We were just going to look at a map of Dublin and talk about the places where we've lived and different places that we've went on it. But then we found this map, this user-generated map, where it has tags of, I guess, what people think about those parts of the city. Now, this is completely uncensored. It is wild, and I hope that no one living in these areas feels offended by it.
Let's start with the city center. I think the city center is something that most people have maybe some associations with. So let's see what the associations of the people who've edited this map are.
Yeah, we're going to start at Connolly because that's mostly where we start any journey in thing. And drugs. Okay.
That seems to be a common theme here. And we already have opinions because, disclaimer, we actually used to live not too far away from Connolly Station when we first moved here.
Yeah, the fact is that instead of actually catching the bus to go to Connolly, we used to walk down to Connolly because it was that short of a space. Yeah, some of these things on these maps, they're kind of old. I can't really speak to it. 6 years ago, it's like maybe we were just in the city. So, I guess for people that think this map, some of it's fun, some of it's probably societal opinion. Yeah.
But yeah, Savile Place, you used to walk down Savile Place.
Yeah.
On the way to work.
Yeah. So the interesting about this part of town here, as you can see with like the expats working for IT companies, is from here, this kind of green space, we're kind of entered into the kind of the Docklands. So for both of us, we've actually worked in and around these areas.
We didn't wear suits and ties, but we worked close enough in the areas.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I would go down the street here, and that gets you to, I think that's the bridge that looks like a heart. That's the Simon Beckett Bridge. And down here is where all the silicon dots are. So we'll get to those very soon. But basically, this is where we used to come into town.
Busaris, Central Boston, Lewis Station is accurate.
So yeah, Citizen Ties more like that. This is the financial center, all like that. So you jump down here, dangerous children in tracksuits. You see, we talked about the youth, and even 2 years ago, that's what people were thinking. Yeah, I don't comment. I don't know about dangerous children in tracksuits here. We're actually above this kind of area a lot, aren't we? Because this is kind of how we come down.
Yeah, there's also because if you didn't know, the CHQ, which is half just the museum and the other half is just food places, but they have bathrooms. So if you're in town and you're looking for bathrooms, it's a very convenient place to go.
Yeah, we're always talking about bathrooms. It's like, we need more of them, Dublin. We need more of them. Yeah, so I guess, should we cross the bridge or? No, not yet. We're going to go a bit more to the right because we're going to go up a wee bit here.
Closer to the area where we used to live.
Yeah, because we actually lived about around the, around here, around like East Wallace General area.
On the good side of the tracks. So some people maybe would consider not on the East Wallace side. But yes, I love the tax avoiding companies thing here because I can't speak on taxes because I know nothing about taxes. But I have worked in that area, and I worked for a company that is known for being located in Ireland because of the taxes. So,
as most of the companies here are realistically, depressed bankers. I haven't met depressed bankers, but sure thing.
I love the never-ending construction sites here. Because how old is this common?
It's from 3 years ago.
And there's still construction sites going on, which is, more case in point too. They're just building so much stuff there.
Yeah, there's lots of new headquarters here and stuff. So I remember we used to, sometimes walk this long way. Not for long until we realize, how much further it is to walk all the way around here than it is to just go down that street. Over here, this is
starting to spot a theme.
Yeah, these are the actual dots here. That's where we feel like the drugs enter the country.
Currently.
No comment on that either. Yeah. Party boat. There is some sort of boat here.
You're thinking.
I know that's
not the
it's either
museum.
up there.
Not the museum ship. I don't think learning about the famine is considered a party. But maybe there's a party boat, some things.
Yeah, I think it's some boat on that's usually parked up there, maybe. I don't know if there are parties or anything on it, but I do think I remember some sort of boat that's permanently parked up there. Right now, crossing the bridge. Yeah, this is more what we're familiar with.
The techies, us.
Yeah, literally working down here for my first few years in Ireland. And walking down IT Hub, suits and ties, Silicon Dots, passing.
Sort of Facebook office was, or still is. Airbnb used some offices there.
Yep, there still are, dog walking hipsters, and just all around this place. If you go in, you see, all the places.
You see all the restaurants lining the.
Yeah, where I used to have my pickup, kind of where to go.
Where do you get your overpriced cup of coffee?
Yep, Arctic Coffee was a good one. Get some cakes from there, stop in the fresh. Yeah, interesting memories. But right back there, it's like we see a familiar name here. Google, and more Google. Yeah.
It's like buying up the entire neighborhood.
Because this is old, because Google spread to over here now, where my office used to be too. So yeah, these are Google's main areas there, and expensive properties, residential stuff. Yeah. Dog fights. I know nothing about these dog fights, but sure.
Stay away.
Comfortably. I don't know what to say. I don't know. The thing is that,
why is it just lull? They're like,
it's very curious. It's very curious. I do remember Ring saying, because what we would do a couple of times is
walk past the ugly roads and factories.
Yeah. Walk past the ugly road and factories and the ugly factories in order to get to the Great South Wall. And what's the name of the lighthouse again at the end of it?
Poolbag Lighthouse, I believe.
The house and the tower should be somewhere about there in the old ugly road and factories.
I don't think anyone would call that an ugly factory.
Well, it's not a factory, but
not anymore. It's just
over here should be the Aviva. Yeah, it is a beautiful rugby station. More techies, after work drinks, yeah.
That's exactly where they would take you for after work drinks, isn't it? Side that old man pubs, hot take, but I feel like old man pubs, like the one if you go a bit lower to the right, it's just there. Hot take, old man pubs tend to be the best pubs. Like if you walk into a pub and there's an old man giving you recommendations about the menu, or being like, oh, you should order extra lemon with the salmon salad, which is a legit story that happened. I'm like, those are always the best pubs.
Yeah. Influencers have a branch. I'm not an influencer, so I don't know. Well, there's a lot of things out here. I'm gonna go back to over here first, and then we come out here. Bougie branch and buggies. Yes, I can actually confirm this in that area. I remember the first time we came over, like, oh, okay, this is a different part of town. Not sure which part that is. The Dort.
The Dort. I think that refers to Dort speak, like I can't do it, but like the accent that people, like the D4 sort of more accent, posher Dublin accent, not the accent we're used to.
Power walking moms, dog at seafront. Yes, that's legitimately, because I think the first time we were going to see the Poolbag Towers, we did get lunch in this area. It was a good lunch, man. That was a very good lunch at that pub. Once again, old man pubs. This is that's what wants to go to. Not actually water unless high tide. True. It's kind of be when it gets low tide. I kind of like the vibe. You could actually walk out pretty far. We've never done it ourselves, but
I don't know if that's recommended. I don't know how quickly the water comes back. Just as a disclaimer.
But I definitely just see people just walking in that area. So, has a big circle as a recommended area. So someone wants you to walk on water. Foxes. Huh.
I guess that's where there's a lot of foxes.
We've seen foxes too. I haven't seen a fox for a while.
Yeah, the foxes out here where we live, they're really good at hiding. I guess they have actually enough green spaces to move around without being seen.
Oh, I think I'm gonna
do more of the city center.
Yeah, let's head back
to the city center. St. Stephen's Green there has a bunch of things.
Stephen's Green, right there. Go. So past the influencers having brunch and the party streets, business people, everyone. All right, so this is Stephen's Green.
Definitely tourists taking pictures. That feels like the reason most people are there. There is a lot of pigeons. There's actually a lot of the times walking past St. Stephen's Green, I've now seen people actually feed the pigeons, like just with a bag full of breadcrumbs. Those are like some of the best fed pigeons probably in the country.
What are these? That was like Revolut fanboys.
That street with the umbrellas, also another one of those Instagram spots. The government people make sense because I've recently been to the Museum of Archaeology around lunchtime, and it was just all the government people coming out of all the ministries that are there for their lunch breaks.
But yeah, all right. Now we're going to be kind of Dawson Street. See how that makes sense. Part of the street, nothing good happens after 3 a.m. Yeah. Wait a minute. Is this?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that is those streets. I can't remember the.
Like Harcourt Street. Yeah, Harcourt Street is there. Camden Street down there. Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch my video about getting a bus to the airport, yeah, this is the area.
We can confirm that at 5 p.m. or whenever really we got that airport bus that time, the area was incredibly busy. Yeah. And there were incredibly amount of drunk people. So the drunk teenagers maybe isn't too far off.
Yeah, because if you've ever maybe, guess so. Yeah, drunk teenagers. I don't recommend you do drugs here. But,
or anywhere,
All the prescribed stuff. Headed back up a bit. Yeah. Well, we're starting getting to the tourist hotspots. And yeah, what did you call it?
The George, I believe it's called, on Georgia Street.
Yeah. That's cool. I think we had some food there once. Did we?
No, I've been there once. Oh no, I wasn't. I was supposed to
go, but there was another one in the.
It's actually a club. It's all to get this food.
Yeah, at one time we had. The
Berlin. No, you're thinking about the Berlin where we had.
Right. But yeah, kind of around the damn street. There are lots of places to eat. Yeah, you know this stuff. Tourists, right?
American tourists. I guess because it's Temple Bar. So
drunk Swedes. This is very specific. Why are they specifically drunk Swedes out there? Don't know, but this is the kind of area that you're gonna start to see lots of
tourists. Oh, got the tourists.
Yeah, I would more put that across Temple Bar here, but
I guess it's more noticeable on that side of the street because the roads can be quite narrow, and it feels like the tourists always are looking around in confusion because it's like, why are you in the shopping street? You have no business here. You're trying to look at sites. You're clearly lost. Move out of the way.
That is true. When there are a lot of tourists, you do have it very congested in these streets there, so that definitely made sense. Physics.
Yes, that's the Department of Physics.
Yeah.
Trinity.
See, people don't learn here, It's not just good place for pints. Oh, yeah. On that street, you're definitely having.
There's lots of places that be having pints in that aren't Temple Bar, like more actual proper places. And yeah, let's move left into the Liberties, which is actually where we used to also live.
Drunk students.
Not much noticed drunk students specifically.
Where are they coming from? I know there's a lot of that they've built recently.
They've been adding a lot of student accommodation in the area.
6 years ago. Maybe there is a pub
that does really good student deals or something.
Yeah.
So many tourists. Yeah, you do notice. It's really funny walking through that area because you notice as you get the closer you get to the Guinness storehouse, the density of tourists increases because there isn't necessarily further out much to do for tourists. So they're all just walking in circles looking for Guinness or walking with the bags. Oh, this startup techies is funny because I worked for a tech startup in that area until they actually started closing down some of the digital hub that's in that area stopped being like the techie hub it tried to be.
Yeah. Kids on horses. Yeah. We saw lots of people not lots of, but at least once over the weekends. All right, you would definitely have somebody for horse and cart.
Yes, it's funny how that was the most central we ever lived in the city center, and we just got so used to hearing horses go by, like not like the horses in Vienna that are there for the tourists necessarily, but literally just people taking out the horse and the little cart to go for a ride, go get the newspaper. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I never stopped to ask them.
They also ride pretty fast.
Pickpockets. Have been pickpockets, so don't know. All this pub in Dublin. Yeah, we have eaten at the Brazen Head. And there was another pub over there as well. I think it closed down the last time we
that was nice
there.
But yeah, for oldest pub in Dublin, I expected like a tourist kind of truck, but it was actually quite decent. And we got a space there and the food was quite good.
Yep. Lost tourists.
So yeah, those are the tourists who tried to look for the Guinness storehouse and ended up nearly in the hospital instead.
Awful dollar foods. No idea. But yes, we do know Houston. That's the station kind of get to go more westerly ourselves if we're going to, Waterford or Cork or wherever have you. Tourists and beer.
Still the Guinness tourists, I suppose. Specifically at the Irish Museum of Modern Art. I don't know, maybe they have more beer there.
Oh, Europe's biggest hospital. Is it? That's being built?
Oh, you said the children's hospital they're building.
I think so.
That's probably referring to the children's hospital.
Yeah, hot take. It looks amazing.
Yes. Yeah, we've walked past it. It looks futuristic, like.
Yeah, no comment to how much money it's costing, but yeah, my hot take is that. Yeah, whenever it's done, yeah, I would love to have that in whatever country I'm in, because multi-lives it could save. Pretty good. I also used to be interested in health tech, so that's probably why I was like, oh my gosh, look at the tech in it. Anyways, back to heroin identification. Dolphins barred.
So this is actually close. This is literally in the area kind of where we used to go to the supermarket. Gentrification, yes. Because they really started building, like that's one of the areas where they started adding a lot of specifically student accommodation for some reason instead of just regular housing. It's very specifically, I guess, they can squash more people in that way. But yeah, it is an area that's gentrifying probably.
Yeah, I remember walking along the canal a lot. Oh, there's more. Let's see. Rich expat complex.
That actually reminds me, we had subscribers contact us once asking us, they're thinking about moving to Ireland and they're thinking about buying this flat, and we're like, yeah, you sure you want to buy a flat and you haven't even really lived here? And they were like, oh yeah, no, sure, it's grand. We were like, it's gotta be expensive though. And they were like, oh yeah, no, sure, it's grand. And it was exactly in that area, so I guess expats much richer than us. That is true.
We can venture into Phoenix Park because deers.
More deer. All of the deer.
No, Tallaght, we've never been that far.
For a second, I thought it implied that the deers were the dinosaurs. So you never be careful of any deer that approach you in the park.
Okay, we get down there a bit more. There's a lot here. I hope we're still
keep going on and on.
I hope we're still with us. We're going through the entire map. So if you haven't sat down and
you need to take a break. Get a cup of pause the video and come back because we'll keep going. We're not just doing the city center. We're here for the whole fun.
Yep. Now, let us return back. toilets in Tesco. Hey,
Good to know.
props to know that, there's toilets there. I don't actually know what the shopping center is. Is it a shopping center?
I've lost track of where we are. See, this is the funny thing. We've ventured north in Dublin, we've ventured south. We've never that much ventured west.
Except for those first 2 weeks that we lived in
Tallaght, when we first moved here, and everyone's telling us to move away. Actually, let's go to Tallaght. Let's start from there. Let's do some of the Southside.
I gotta remember where it is. There we go. Leave it out. Here's also lovely. Knowledge of loads of courses, fast courses. I don't know my Irish well enough. I don't know if that's golf courses or things, but
I don't know.
it's funny that it's Georgetown and like, yeah, never been as far as Georgetown.
But yeah,
California, Tallaght.
It's funny how people, because like Tallaght often has a very bad reputation within Dublin, but it's actually a massive suburb. And as you see, it's like some people are like, "Oh, here it's lovely." So it's very contradictory opinions. Where some people are like, "Oh, don't go even that far," and then other people are like, "It's actually not too bad." Like we have friends who recently moved to Tallaght.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that when we were there, we were in a pretty cool apartment complex. There was a little area we were going to the mall close by to watch the movies. You walk for 5 minutes, boom, there's the Lewis to take into Tallaght. It was actually, as much as 2 weeks can tell you, a fine enough location. Who actually lives here? I don't know.
Not us. We've not really ventured to that site.
I'm starting to feel these are a different tax bracket here. Biggest shopping center in the country.
Dundrum Shopping Centre is huge. And I'm not just saying that because I got lost multiple times trying to find the exit. Yeah.
It's not my favorite kind of layout of a shopping center. It's a bit, bit compact. It's not as cool and chill. Uggs. Well, Uggs, I forgot about Uggs. Only
fashion
shopping, just like shopping.
Fashion from the 2000s, from 2005. Is this an attack on us? Like, still dressing like... I do know millennials who've moved in that area, because it has a lot of apartment complexes as well, and it's close to the Lewis.
Dublin is not just Cecil Street. That's good to know.
Surprised to see some German here.
Yeah.
It's gotta be some amazing park that we've not been to. Too rich to be hip. Oh yeah, I feel like that could be applied to a lot of places in Dublin where people would argue it's hip, and I'm like, no, it's not hip. It's like you gotta be rich, very rich, and hip to get to be that level hip.
Yeah. Hipster feels a bit more like Ralph Minds, kind of, but further south it goes like, you just got money. Trinity out, I don't know what's really people running just sort of park. I guess people like running along canals.
Yes.
Thing. Okay.
Since we have the rich people, shall we continue with rich people?
The very rich people. All right, that's kind of, is that kind of Donnybrook outside area kind of there?
Still rolling.
Yeah, we've been in this area probably like once or twice. We're on
the embassies. Yeah, because we had to register our marriage with the Austrian embassy, and we were just walking around in circles trying to find an embassy, walking past all these massive, impressive houses, residences, and then it turned out the Austrian embassy was like in some sort of apartment complex just on the second floor there. It's like, it's up an apartment.
Well, Panama Papers, I remember those things. Yeah.
Folks were known to be where like really rich people, like politicians and such live.
Yeah.
Very rich folks.
Yeah, that is down there, isn't it? Yep.
People kept telling us to move to John Leary, and we're still like, you look like you got Southside money like that.
Yeah, also, a hot take, but I start to consider this kind of, it's not that far, but this is what I consider far out. We refer to that this now, but
so we know what we're talking about.
At a time like Russian India, it's not sure, people are everywhere.
There are the embassies as well, so probably a lot of staff working for the embassies live in the area. The Austrian ambassador, actually, because we first rang the bell at their residence, thinking that must be the embassy because it looked nice. Go away.
Yeah. Bono lad. Well, yeah, Dalkey. You're on Dalkey, I think.
Yeah, that's where Dalkey is where a lot of rich people live. That was actually where during the pandemic Matt Damon was staying because he was filming something and he was just going to the beach with his supermarket shopping bag or whatever. Like the locals, and they just the locals were like, yeah, I could just stay here, we'll adopt you.
Yeah, we also know it from the book fair when we first went.
Yes, we've been to Dalkey Book Fair, which is really nice. And funnily enough, it's where we had to go and see a Jamaican author, Marlon James, I think is his name.
Yep.
Yeah. Come see him talk about his book.
You get further down where Brent's not a smelly kid.
Yeah.
I like Brent. I don't know which part of Brave that is.
We've not been that deep into Brave for full disclosure, but anything on the other side of the tracks, like along the pier, up Brave End, is really nice.
Like we're further down right now, mountains, things. We're outside Dublin now, so we should get back up.
Mount Everest. Okay, Brace Head is tall, but ain't that tall.
I guess for the first time we go up,
it does look taller from when you're at the bottom of it. Look it up.
Okay. No idea why this has to us. Newcastle.
And neither does whoever put the tag there, so I guess we'll never know. Let us know in the comments. All right, into the Northside.
Yeah, I guess we can just cross over to make Mansion Hell Castle.
Speaking of rich people, so this is the funny thing, right? Because people always presume that the North Side is like that there's this huge divide, South Side, North Side, sort of South Side being exclusively posh, North Side exclusively like working class or whatever stereotypes people have of people who aren't posh. But as we saw with Tallaght, it's not like exclusive and just like that on the North Side. Castlelock is, I guess you call it like Mansion Hell. It's definitely a very nice and more expensive area. For example, our managers, whenever we talk at work where people live, we notice managers tend to live in that area.
Yeah. So what else do we have here? What area is this?
Blanchardstown, which all we know about is that it has a big shopping center.
Yeah. Have I actually ever been up there?
No. Because that's the funny thing. If you live already north, you have to go into the city center to come back out to another part of the north. It's just why we never go to Phoenix Park, really, because it's just that hard to get there.
Come with too many damn pubs.
Can you have too many pubs?
I don't know. Right.
And no, this is where it gets. This is where it gets interesting.
Yeah. Burning cars. Your bike gonna be stolen.
I know both these things happening in other areas of Dublin as well. Like I remember that burning car you were seeing close by where we used to live, walking back home from work. I've had colleagues have their bike stolen from the city centre. It's not exclusive to this area.
Definitely not. And let's say, there's some other things that are appearing. They're characters. I don't know what the characters are.
It sounds a bit like an insult.
So in the restaurants, students. Yeah, student accommodations basically everywhere. Curling football.
Croke Park, so that makes sense.
A bit sense. Beautiful free park. That was beautiful.
Beautiful free park, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. Not too sure.
And one of my favorite areas, Locktar, Tennessee, Dogs and seafrog.
Yeah.
On point. If you go there for a walk, you'll come across with people at the park.
Nice walk.
It's a nice walk.
They know. We've been talking about it for years, and it is definitely.
Without a doubt, one of our favorites in Dublin.
See, nice place, big beach. Yep,
it is big. It's like 5 kilometers almost, I think, which is a massive beach for the city.
Yeah, we've walked out of here and then come up this road. We've never been all the way down there because we're just like, nah, man, down here looks like nowhere. I'm like, yeah. One day, nah, I don't need that stress in my life. No, remember feeling particularly like we need some exercise.
Yeah.
Choose Booth Park, St. Anne's, right?
Yep.
Yep. Fairy tree. Must have seen it.
Is it the one that has the little fairy doors on it? I wonder. They do have, like, close to the cafe, they have this tree that has, like, lots of, I guess, children, maybe local children, made these little fairy doors that got attached to the tree.
Yeah, maybe so.
No idea who this Michael is.
Yeah, no. Horse carriage, no idea.
Yeah, we don't see as many horses. Like, I feel like we haven't seen as many horses on the north side as we have living on the south side of Unity, actually, even though that's such a north side stereotype.
Interesting to see that. Where's traffic in Ireland? Let me tell you, yes. We made a mistake to catch the bus to Hoth once, and only once. Oh my goodness,
It took forever.
Just traffic there. From then on, we would always take the train there, but both because I was north.
It's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, but basically that you have the north. Gulls, gulls trying to steal your fish, whatever has you. You can be eating lettuce. Pretty sure they'll come from you. Ash drinking cans. I mean, it's a good place. Anything on the island? No, the island is vacant.
But if you see one of our videos, that's a place you can actually go with the ferry.
Yep. Nobody talk about the actual, cliffside walk. But that's cool. But there's a cliffside walk there. If you're so intrigued. Yeah, and generally nothing in our area except, going right up to Malahide. Yes, which we have a video on about it being a place to live. Posher than most of the Southside, to be honest.
I mean, statistically, it is the town with the highest household income, so...
Yeah, that can definitely be a thing.
And honestly, it just really kind of... I know, it's not that we're biased against Malahide or anything, it's lovely. I just feel kind of posh. I don't know, it always felt kind of...
I think it's a thing that if you live there, it's kind of better. For me, it hasn't felt like a real vibe of, you just visit and chill.
Yeah, like you're constantly expecting a posh old man to be yelling me to get off the lawn that I accidentally stepped on.
Yeah, no, my vibe about this place still, you could watch the video that I made of it. Even my updated vibe now, years later, I feel like it's a place where you need to visit more than once to kind of know where to go. I remember our first visit, we actually had a great time there. We're there, had one restaurant there, did some walks along the...
Yeah, walk down to Fort Martin.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We enjoyed the walk away from it. So that might tell you. I like the walk. I think the actual place, it's still cool. I still recommend being there. And what? God, a rats by my dog date. What are we doing here? I have no idea. But as you can see, a lot of people. This is less petrol station. Less crash, scary. Okay. Well, okay. I did not expect to go up this high. We're kind of
surprised to find tags here that enough people from those areas came on here to have opinions.
I'm sorry. I don't understand the insult here.
The bush kip I don't want to say I see it, but like it feels like a really posh place when you go into Scaries. But there's also, especially in the city center, kind of like as you walk to it, because the city center is more by the seafront, there are a bunch of houses that kind of look more run down. So it kind of looks like a town that used to be like Malahide posh one time. And over the years, it's kind of been not as posh anymore. But we really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think the residences are still there, but I mean, I guess the city center, actual center of the city, those sorts of what do you call it? The kind of shopping streets, that's probably the place that's diminished, but I figure that we're still there.
Yeah, because we noticed also last time we went back after the pandemic, a lot of the restaurants that we've been to before, unfortunately, had shut down. So it seems like a town was kind of affected by, I don't know, more people moving away, or
Big trucks. Rush Lusk. We never actually visited Rush or Lusk because, as you can see, if you scroll in there, this is the rail station. Right? You know, we don't have a car. So it's kind of like, we didn't have to jump and decide to go to either one of them. We're like, you haven't attracted us there yet, so we just go all the way up to Scaries. Sorry. If we discover you one day, probably not. Get your train stations, line sorted out, and then maybe. What is this part here?
Ashburn. So these are some other smaller commuter towns who are out to a while, but I never know the connects.
Yeah, I think was there a train station or something like that? I can't remember. I feel like I came back from somewhere, and yeah, no, I can't remember.
Ashton, I think it's Ashton train station.
Maybe so. Okay, we were in the north. There was very little stuff in the north.
Oh, that's Swords.
Swords.
The not the Malahide exclave.
Okay.
I don't know. We don't know too much about the Swords because we've also never been, since it doesn't have a train station. Pavilion, I know that that's a shopping center, and I know that is, I think, at least a couple of years ago, it used to be one of the fastest growing towns in Ireland. I don't know if it still is, but it's much bigger. It has like, I think, 30,000 inhabitants or something, and you never hear much about it. It's like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know.
Yeah. Is that it? Did we finish?
We've been all the way in the shady area. And such shady area there.
Which shady area? Okay, what's the shady area?
Ballymun. The left of the IKEA. That's the only mistake. Ballymun is for the IKEA.
True words. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me scroll all the way out. I think we were inside. Oh, it continues. Grey stones, fresh air.
Hobbit hole.
Country.
Where's the Hobbit hole? Let us know. I want to go there.
Can't find it. The Lusk Street. Cool.
We should investigate one day. Find out where this Hobbit hole is. But yeah, I don't know if any of the other cities have gotten any tags written by people.
Upcoming area. Red pandas, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the red pandas at the zoo. I've seen one. It slept in the tree, and when I walked back after seeing all the rest of the zoo, it was still in the same spot, still sleeping. So, red panda living the life.
Gentrification. Yeah, legitimate.
Yeah, they're doing massive gentrification in Grange Gorman with the new university campus and everything. Like, if you've seen our Dublin 7 video, there's a lot of new buildings in that area.
Disillusioned tourists. Is this about Smithfield? Where's Smithfield?
This is Smithfield. I don't know why the tourists specifically are there and what delusioned them.
What is it for? I think it was a typo article or something like way.
Oh, Stony Basher. Yeah.
It was kind of talking about this Yeah, it's a cabinet. I think it made us go visit it.
That was one of the reasons we did the Double 7 video, because like, oh, okay, if even all these international media reporting Stony Basher being like that was in Brooklyn or Dublin or whatever, we're like, well, we've never been, we have to go there if it's this exciting.
And then we picked a cold winter day to do it. But that was the fastest we ever shot a video. We were just like, shh, this is great, this is awesome, but we're cold, let me get back. But it was still cool to find that little hidden spot that I can never remember the name of.
Blessington Basin.
Yes, thank you. But yeah, this is the city, man.
Answer there, Blessington Basin.
The square looking thing.
Yeah. It's a basin with a little island, a ton of birds, ducks, gulls, all kinds of things. Wildlife.
Yeah, it's like I haven't been here much, but I did kind of like the vibe of out here. It was kind of nice, old, and then the university thing that were building there. It wasn't quite finished when we were there, but yeah, this is it. This is Dublin. Okay, so yeah, I think that's the end now. This is a very not usual format for us. We kind of had fun. One day we might actually even do it live, but for now, hey, fellas, if you enjoyed, if you do, we might try to do something else like this. May not be live, but it may just be something where we're just talking about something a bit more at will. And yeah, so anything else to add?
Yeah, let us know in the comments, like, are the tags that you're seeing for errors, accurate? Are they not? Are the tags that...
I'm sorry if anything is like really actually offensive. We actually don't know what some stuff means, so apologies for that.
Yeah, so this is like an open map that anyone can go edit, so...
Yeah, we did not fill these in or anything like that. We're just seeing what, presumably, people who've lived here.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments if there is, anything you'd want to say about your neighborhood or anything comments you want to defend or disagree with. We'll be curious to read those.
Yeah. Keep it PG, please. Don't go too crazy. Instagram will let us. Yes, it is. We took pictures.
There's also a video on that.
There's also a video of that. I need to go through here and almost point out how much videos we actually have here. So, yeah. So, if you haven't watched those videos that we've talked about, I should have them in the description. But until then, I hope you enjoyed the ride, and I'll see you later for the next video. Later.
Bye. Make sure to subscribe.
Yes, do that. Likes and subscribes.